and that an extraordinary commitment of time and effort is required in order to reach goals and experience achievement. High school sports also encourage independence and self-sufficiency, attributes that are needed to be successful in life. It's natural for parents to love their children, and it's important to support them in as many ways as possible. With this in mind, here are 6 easy ways that you can be the MVP of your child's high school team. Number 1, attend your children's games as often as possible. Nothing demonstrates interest and involvement more than being there. And be sure to invite Grandma and Grandpa to come along with you. Number 2, cheer for all the kids on the team, not just your own. Here's a test for you. Do you know all the players on your child's team? Could you say hello to them by their first name? Embracing the entire team is a great way to show that your interest is sincere. Number 3, be a resource for your child's team. Does a teammate need help with transportation? Is the team trying to raise money for new uniforms? Is someone needed to organize a pizza party before the tournament starts? Maybe you can help. Number 4, try not to criticize the coach or the officials in front of your child. Hey, you're human, and there may be times when you need to vent. But be careful when and to whom you do it. Criticizing the coaching staff undermines its credibility and tends to put your child in the middle. And games are seldom won or lost because of an official's call. Remember, coaches and officials are objective. Most parents are not. Empower your child to talk with the coach about concerns. Everybody wants more playing time, and understandably so. But encourage your children to have that conversation with their coaches instead of you doing it for them. Giving teenagers the confidence and conviction to speak up for themselves is one of the greatest benefits of participating in high school sports. Number 6, focus on the life lessons your children are learning, not on win-loss records or how many points they're scoring. According to the NC2A, only about 2% of all high school athletes win a sports scholarship, and the average value of it is less than $11,000. But every child will benefit from the lessons they've learned as a result of participating in high school sports for the rest of their lives. It's difficult being the parent of a high school athlete. There's far more emotion and social pressure involved than is ideal. But if you follow these 6 pointers, not only will your children love and respect you, but so will their teammates and coaches. And you might even be named MVP. Thank you for your support of high school athletics in Indiana. Stay tuned now. The Indiana SRN game is next. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Dragons and the Edgewood Mustangs. On behalf of everyone at Indiana SRN, I'm Jonathan Mathis, and we are thrilled to have you alongside us as we journey with these two teams as they battle for an opportunity in the state title game in a week's time at Victory Field. Silver Creek at 23-6 has been here before. They were a state finalist last season, falling to in the championship game to Andrean. That was just a year ago. All season long, the Dragons have played with confidence that befits a team who knows the route needed to take to get back to the championship. The Edgewood Mustangs are 23-3, finished number 2 in the final 3A poll. And the Mustangs they are on maiden soil. This is their first semi-state game in program history. And Edgewood, they've been hungry all season long. They've been clicking off goals like a grocery list, and the only goal remaining, analyst Brent Young, is simple. Win, and you're going to a state championship game. Lose, it's over. It's cut and dry. Brent Young, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I am feeling great, actually. It's one of those days where, if, as Jerry Collins said right before the broadcast, if it's not raining and it's not thunder and lightning, it's a great day for baseball. Couldn't have asked for better weather is the way I'm going to put it, as you're going to see on camera here. But, this is a situation where two teams are confident leading into what is going to be the biggest game of the season, obviously. Silver Creek a little bit more confident, I would say, due to what they had last year. And I think that's going to help them out in the game today. But when you have the ability of Edgewood and the amount of multi-sport athletes that they have, confidence just builds and builds and builds throughout the year. We're going to have a dandy of a game in front of us today.
I want to think this is the Morales Group pregame show, building better futures one story at a time. And you can look at the demeanor of these two teams as they get ready for the anthem. One, bleach blonde hair, loose in pregame. The other one, all business.
Exactly. You look at it, Silver Creek with the bleach blonde hair, looking like the part. The rally feel to them. And they've been rallying since last year when they, of course, lost that game in the state championship. So I think they are going to come in a little bit more loose, and that might be the advantage to them at the beginning of the game.
We're going to step away from the anthem. Be right back. You're watching Indiana SRN.
In today's fast-moving business world, effectively marketing your company takes hard work, creativity, and the right team. With over 40 years of experience, PIP has been enabling companies large and small to find success in achieving their business objectives. We understand the challenges our clients face. That's why we have a variety of print solutions suited to fit your every need. Whatever your printing request may be, from a quick turnaround on a company brochure for an upcoming trade show, a direct mail piece that needs to be designed, printed, and mailed, to complex marketing projects, PIP is sure to have the right print solution for you. Nothing grabs attention like a well-crafted sign. It can transform virtually any surface into an eye-catching experience, boosting your marketing appeal. From banners, posters, floor graphics, and window decals, to wayfinding and yard signs. We not only help with sign design and getting it installed, we also integrate them into your overall marketing strategy, designed to help you win. PIP also provides best-in-class integrated marketing solutions to help you make the most out of your next campaign. Our approach to marketing ensures that your strategy is seamlessly executed across all media, online and offline, so your business always looks its best. At PIP, we understand it takes a team to achieve business growth, and that's why we're here to help. Get to know PIP and let us make your world a better place.
Welcome back, folks. Happy to have you with us here in a windy Mooresville, Indiana. I'm sure you've picked up on that. The weather is overcast, warm, and, well, windy. It is 77 degrees here getting ready for the opening pitch, and it won't change much. It's not exactly humid, though it feels sticky. The wind will be a significant factor. You'll hear on the microphones, it'll be a factor on the field. Reports say that it's out of the east at 6 miles an hour with gusts up to 11, but it feels stronger than that, and it's sweeping across the outfield from right to left and blowing slightly in. So that will... We're expecting it to dampen the offense a little bit. Also, the pitching matchup is fantastic. We'll talk about that in a second. but the chance of rain, this is the good news, is slight to non-existent. It's been spitting a little bit, but nothing heavy at all, and we're not expecting it to become that way. On the field, the batting order for Silver Creek, leading off, second baseman number 12, Dominic Decker, that's the coach's son. Batting second is shortstop number 6, Holden Grower. Batting third, number 5, Tyler Capist, he's catching. The pitcher follows, number 10, Tyler Wheeler. In left field, batting fifth, number 4, Connor Young. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 43, Josh Landers. Then first baseman, number 30, Jack Hawkins. Third baseman, number 11, Gabe Falcone. Bats 8th and 9th, number 1, Dylan Witt, as the first pitch misses on the outside.
Out in the elements, it's going to be interesting to see if it plays into the game at all. If it does start to get wet out there, I think you showed your multi-dimension right there. Not only a broadcaster, but a weatherman as well. Impressive.
Hey, I feel like the way the weathermen have performed in the last couple of weeks, especially on the weekends, that I could stack up.
Yes.
Here's a chopper bounding towards the foul, and it does trickle foul. 1 and 2 to Decker. Defensively for Edgewood, on the mound is number 2, Luke Hayden, his battery mate. And catcher is number 16, Harrison Pittsford, right in front of our camera. At first base is Tyler Maratz, he's number 18. At second, Sam Keto. At short, Joe Keto. That's a story to look out for. At third, not batting, Jordan Ritchie. Across the outfield from left to right is Blake Deckard, Ethan Verkumba, who's an excellent player, and Coleman Sater. This one lifted foul.
This first inning is very important for both pitchers. Just getting in a groove, big bright lights. No lights right now, but big bright lights, big game, the opportunity to play in the state championship. It's the main thing is getting comfortable in that opening inning.
This one sails on Hayden, and Hayden is a guy we're looking out for. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Chris Simmons. You have a little story on something of note about Mr. Hayden on the mound.
Yeah, you led me in perfect. Jonathan, I appreciate that. Yeah, Luke Hayden, just real quick, his IU commit, he's a 2.9 ERA.
We have full count to Decker as we get the mic tinkered with. It is an excellent report. Here's delivering high and walking the opening batter, so maybe not the time to talk about him, but we're going to anyway. Luke Hayden.
Yeah, Luke Hayden's just a sophomore, but he is already committed to play baseball at Indiana University.
Still technical difficulties. He is going to IU, is what we're trying to say.
And right there, it seemed like a forced pitch. It was trying to force that past the batter, and that's not what you need in this opening inning. Get contact, try and let your defense get you some outs. You don't need to blow it past everybody.
This one just outside to Grower, sophomore, IU commit. He's an excellent player.
Yes.
Most people playing on this field today are excellent, but Grower batting .429, 5 home runs, 38 RBIs, 42 hits.
And how about this matchup?
Oh, there's a strike.
Little future friends, current foes.
Hopefully future friends. But they're going to get to know each other rather well over the oncoming years, especially if these two programs keep playing hard. Here's Chopper up the middle, double play ball. There's one. The second's not coming, and it bounds towards the dugout. Moving towards second, and will get there standing up on the throwing error is Grower.
That's very uncharacteristic of Ketos. Both of them, they're known to turn two. They're really, really good at the second base and the shortstop. Great chemistry. That right there wasn't really good, though. It seemed as if trying to force again, and you're going to see that early. Get out of that opening inning, get more comfortable, and you're starting to see a little bit also Silver Creek coming in just extremely relaxed. Maybe it's kind of a little bit of Edgewood, a little uptight. That was an uptight defensive play.
It seemed like, and you can't blame them. This is their first time here. There's a strike. Nice pitch by Hayden, catching that up top. This is now batting number 5, Tyler Capis, the senior catcher. But you have a team, this is the first time they're here. They're playing a team who went to state not just recently, but last year. And this is well hit by Capis, but drifting under it and easily making the grab is a center fielder for Edgewood, Ethan Verkumba, who's an excellent player in his own right.
And they call that straight to a glove. Solid hit ball. Could have probably brought in a run if it found a gap, but right to the glove in center field. So, but the main thing is they're reading Hayden pretty well. They're really getting bats on balls, and that's going to only pay dividends as the game wears on.
Now batting number 10, Tyler Wheeler, the senior pitcher for.
Wow.
And first pitch swinging by Wheeler. And there's same spot for Cumba under it. And that will do it for the top of the first, which was brought to you by Logan Signs and Banners, 317-773-7200. LoganSigns.com and Indiana SRN. We are always in the game.
Bertner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Logan Street Signs and Banners first inning. 317-773-7200, or you can visit them online at loganstreetsigns.com. My name's Jonathan Mathis. Brent Young is to my right. We're right behind the batter's box here at Mooresville High School, a windy Mooresville High School. We are thrilled to be here and happy to have you with us. The lineup upcoming for Edgewood. Leading off is shortstop number 5, Joe Keto. He's followed by his younger brother, second baseman number 10, Sam Keto. Then center field number 8, Ethan Verkumba. DH number 21, Cooper Thacker. Number 12, Coleman Sater, the right fielder. Followed by the left fielder number 15, Blake Deckard. Then first baseman number 18, Tyler Maratz. Number 2, the pitcher, Luke Hayden. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 16, Harrison Pittsford. This is in for a strike on Keto. And on the mound for Silver Creek, number 10, Tyler Wheeler. His catcher is number 5, Tyler Capist. Around the diamond for the Dragons. So as this one misses inside. At first, Jack Hawkins. He is a giant human being. He'll be playing basketball at Franklin College next season. At second is the coach's son, Dominic Decker. Short, Holden Grower. And a strike on the inside. At third is Gabe Falcone. And in the outfield from left to right, Connor Young, Elijah Bays, and Dylan Witt. Here's the 1-2. Swinging into the wind and drifting back.
You know, Jonathan, this is an interesting thing where you have a pitcher-catcher combination that is going to stay together for the next 4 years, both going to Southern Indiana. And when you talk about a pitcher with Wheeler, you have an ace. He is a very good pitcher, very good stats, and he's a guy that's been there before. So look for him to have a really good day, a little bit different from Hayden that you see on the other side for Edgewood. More of a senior, laden, veteran-type feel to Wheeler with his approach.
Well, we'll try that again. He spoiled 3 pitches. Wheeler has a 1.37 ERA, which is, to the unacquainted, excellent.
It's not too bad.
It's rather good. 82 strikeouts, which is fantastic on this level, to 13 walks. Keto spoils another.
That's the main stat that I like to look at is walks to strikeouts to walks, and that's a sign of a really good pitcher, because at the high school level, of course, you're going to be able to strike out some guys if you have good stuff, and that is completely evident with Wheeler on the mound.
And just looking at that quick pitching matchup as Keto steps out, Wheeler is 6-1, which is really good. Hayden is 10-0.
Yeah.
That breaking change-up off speed does not break in, so you see why Keto is an excellent leadoff hitter. Is getting ready for pitch number 7.
Yep. He's just battling. And you saw that in the top of the first, just battles on both sides.
Oh, roped off the fence. He's timing him up. He was intentionally spoiling him, swinging late on those last pitches. About the 4 he fouled off to the left side. That one you saw much better and hammered it foul, but he was a little early.
Yeah, and of course Keto, part of that 1-2 punch at shortstop and second, and he's a really good player. Trying to get on base is the main thing, though. Silver Creek was able to get a runner on base, able to advance a runner to second.
Fouls it off.
Just continues battling.
Balanced at bat. He is third on the Mustangs in walks. He's got 15. He shares that honor with, surprise, surprise, Sam Keto. I don't want to spoil all our material on the Ketos.
You're spoiling.
With Joe, but they are very similar.
They are.
They played together forever.
Yes. Well, obviously.
Swing and a miss. And down goes Joe Keto. First strikeout of the game by either pitcher. Attack that one. Tyler Wheeler.
Just an extremely smart pitch. You could tell Keto was cued in on those pitches. Joe Keto, that is. And he was locked in with the fastball. You go with the off speed and you completely just catch him in the mud. Probably was a ball. Probably could have held off it, but he was battling so hard. Get one in the dirt and get that out.
Now up is his brother, the junior Sam Keto, batting .324 with 23 hits. No home runs, 6 RBIs. We were joking before the game that we're both very impressed with high school batting averages.
Yes.
And how jealous we are.
Right. I mean, Verkumba's about to come up, and that's one that will be eye-popping when you mention it.
We'll save him. But, yeah, he's a fantastic. That's what's so amazing with what Edgewood's been able to do this year. You look at just their recent history where they won 15 games in back-to-back seasons in 2015 and 16, which isn't great. It's not bad, not great.
Right.
Won 19 and 17, which sounds good. They won a little less. And this one is down the left field line, chasing back towards the wall, and out of play.
That was a home run. That was a rocket. And he launched it, and he gave his coach, his first base coach, a high five because he knows he got a hold of that pitch and it was barely foul. Wow. Right now they're reading Wheeler well, which is interesting.
It's a great sign for Edgewood, whose fans were very active. This one flailed into center, and there's the first hit of the game for Edgewood. And Sam Keto is on with 1 out.
Just smart at bat there. Was able to eye a couple of pitches, saw the release, connected on a nice foul ball, and you knew he was going to swing at that next pitch. I would have liked Wheeler to go in the dirt again, something along those lines. Instead, just got a bat on the ball and put it in play. That's what you need to do. Just continue to put balls in play and put it on your defense to make plays. And offensively, you get on base and see what happens.
And here's the big gun, Ethan Verkumba with a mighty cut and a miss. Batting .466 on the season with 41 hits, 10 home runs, 42 RBIs, and those numbers are the only reason you could look at them and say, well, they seem a little low, is only because they don't play 162 games. Chopper, tough to play, and 2 are aboard.
That's an infield hit right there. Just a small chopper, and it's funny. You talk about Verkumba with the 10 home runs, the 42 RBIs, and what does he do? He gets a little dribbler. That's an infield single. And so, a little funny, but it does play to his .466 average, and now he's on base, and see what happens as you try and get a little bit of momentum.
This will bring up Cooper Thacker, who, as the cleanup hitter, when we were talking to head coach Bob Jones earlier this week, that's something they've been working on, is needing to have be able to step up in these situations where you're the insurance.
Right.
You're the one that makes sure they have to pitch to Verkumba, and to do that you have to battle.
Hey, you see it in the majors all the time. You walk the big heavy hitters, you have to have that security blanket right behind them, and he did it in the last game, Jonathan.
Ooh, swing and a miss by Thacker. He was Thacker, fun story about last game is he's really been stepping up. He was angry at Luke Hayden. Luke Hayden had a game-winning hit in the last game, and Thacker was interviewed afterwards, and he was like, man, Thacker is the other pitcher for Edgewood.
Right.
And he was like, man, Hayden hasn't stopped talking about the no-hitter he threw earlier this postseason. Now he's got a game-winning hit. And, ooh, there's a strike, and Thacker didn't like it. But Thacker, to Brent's point, 7 home runs this year. And if you look at both of these teams, if you look at Silver Creek, their leading home run hitter, Holden Grower, 5.
Right.
No, excuse me, Tyler Capus has 6. But same, there's the point. 6, 5. And then you look at Edgewood, 10 and 7 for these two. And they're battling into the wind, and this one is outside, 2-2 count.
And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he have the walk-off single in the previous game to get to this game? Was that right?
He's a great player. He's an excellent player.
So this is an interesting situation right now. There's 1 out with 2-2 count. Wheeler needs to get this out. Focus on the man at the plate, and all of a sudden you've got 2 outs and the ability to escape what's a little bit of a threat right now.
The 2-2, 1 out. Swing and a miss. In the throwdown, but safe back is Keto. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts. There are still 2 on, not out of the woods yet for Silver Creek and their pitcher, Tyler Wheeler.
You saw it there. That's just the senior leadership on the mound, knowing I need to get this out, and so you pitch your best pitch, and it gets right past him. Just a really good job getting that strikeout.
And now we come to the righty and the right fielder, number 12, Coleman Sater, sophomore. He, along with several players, were first team all-conference. We'll check on that in a second. Oh, now we can. It was him and Luke Hayden and Joe Keto, Cooper Thacker, and shockers, Ethan Vercumba. But 5 first-team all-conference players. It was a goal of this team win conference. The strike on Sater. Win conference, win sectional, win regional. All 3 not. They didn't have a legacy of doing that per se.
Right.
Historically, yes, but not recently. And then check, and here they are.
There's one more check, though.
There is. And they're in a great opportunity with the runner in scoring position on second. Sater at the plate. Coleman batting .291, which when you look at some of these numbers, it's hard to remember. That's really good. .291. Flails, though. Wheeler is there, tosses it over, and the first has come to a close. Nothing to score at the end of 1 here on Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Good at being you. You've been you for years. The Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance is good at your.
Today's games brought to you by Shin Technology Service Corporation. Technology is about humans and not about machines. Dave and his crew has provided 27 years of software needs. Give them a call. Shin Technology Service Corporation. You may reach him by phone at 317-545-3650 or shintechnology.com. For more information, contact Dave, 317-545-3650.
Hello, my name is Sean Kroll, and I've been a part of the Indiana SRN family for the last 9 years. Last year, we streamed a record 326 sporting events around Central Indiana. All the other guys broadcast basketball and football, but we at Indiana SRN also air volleyball, softball, baseball, and even golf. But we need your help. To continue our mission, please help us by contacting Coach at indianasrn.org. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to 3A State Semi-State Baseball here in Indiana SRN. This is the McIntyre Imaging second inning, where we take pictures of everything, including foul balls. Spoiled to the right side. 317-997-9570. 1-1 count to Connor Young. Josh Landers is behind him. And then Jack Hawkins. Landers and Hawkins, I don't want to spoil any stories, but excellent players. That's some chin music. Young casually leans out of the way.
You know, we're in the business of spoiling.
We are.
Go ahead and spoil some stories.
We have been. They're They're excellent. They're very good at sports. All of them, apparently. I guess I already spoiled Hawkins because he's going to be playing at Franklin College.
Yes.
But he and Josh Landers, our next two batters, in not that order, were both on the state championship basketball team by Silver Creek, which was a we see young walk, which was a tremendous accomplishment for Silver Creek. They're good all year, but when you think basketball, you don't necessarily think Silver Creek per se.
Right.
But they proved to everybody you do now.
Yeah, and that's the thing with both of these teams. They had so much success in other sports throughout the season. It's kind of one of those, you have that aura about you walking through the hallways, a little bit of confidence within just every single sport, and it just resonates in what we're seeing here on this baseball field. These two teams, they're very formidable. Both of them deserve to be here, and both of them deserve to play in the state championship game.
Here is Josh Landers, who ropes this one into the wind, into right field, and it's down. It's fair. Rounding second, going to third is a Dragon. They're going to hold up. It'll be second and third, no outs.
Yeah, just an absolute rope down the right field line. And the main thing is, though, it seems as if Connor Young didn't really get too much of a hop off first base. I thought he might have had a play at home, so they held him there at third. So a good job defensively getting that ball in as fast as possible. But that was an absolute rocket down the right side.
That's almost what you have to do. You see why he's the designated hitter in this wind?
Yeah.
Because he hit that straight into the wind, and it barely stayed fair. And if there was no wind, that thing might have been gone.
Nice little oppo shot as well. It's one of those where when you're a right-handed batter, you think you're going to pull a lot of those, but he did a great job eyeing it and just taking it to right field.
It's a dying art.
It is.
Just staying behind the ball. 1-1 count to Jack Hawkins, Franklin College basketball commit. He averaged 11 points, 9 rebounds for the state title team. He's 6'6".
Yeah, they got some size, man. These three straight batters are all good.
This is hit well towards second. 1 run in. Hawkins retired. It's an RBI out for Silver Creek, and it's 1-0 Dragons.
He just did what he needed to do. Advance the runners, bring that run home, and all of a sudden you've got a 1-run lead, and that's all you need. You just need to win by 1 run or more. So that was a huge at-bat. Just get a bat on the ball and get that run home.
At third is Josh Landers. At the plate, Gabe Falcone. Third baseman takes a strike.
This is an interesting situation to be in because obviously you've got a pitcher in Luke Hayden that's been in this familiar situation. As you mentioned, an unbelievable win-loss record, about as pristine as you can get this deep into the season. And right now he's down 1-0, and it seems as if Silver Creek's kind of got his number. He's got to get an out. Only 1 out so far in the inning with a runner on third base as well.
Falcone will be a Wildcat of Indiana Wesleyan next season, and here's a strike. One of many players on the Silver Creek team who will be playing college ball, a testament to the program built by Joe Decker. This senior class, Brent,
yes,
they are 99 and 27 overall, unblemished 36-0 in conference. They've won 4 conference titles. This ball's outside. They've won 3 sectionals, 2 regionals, and so far 1 semi-state. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, and you credit that to just them being together and sticking together as a team. After last season, they could have been a little bit down on themselves, thinking we got this far, we couldn't finish the job.
There's a first strikeout of the game and a much-needed one for Luke Hayden.
Yeah, and of course Falcone's not very happy about it, but still, you've got a bit of a run going for your team. You've got to continue just riding that wave and see if you can't bring this 1 run home.
Here's Dylan Witt, the senior right fielder, will be playing at Kentucky Wesleyan. So back-to-back Wesleyans on opposite sides of the Ohio.
Yeah. Well, there is the Indiana-Kentucky All-Star game going on right now.
There is.
So I-Woo and K-Woo.
Yeah, we got the Woos. We got the state rivalry between the two. Did you see what happened with the boys' game last night?
Oh,
did you see the score? I don't know the score. Was it good? Good. The girls lost.
Indiana demolished them.
Yeah, our ladies' team
yes
was in a dogfight and lost, unfortunately. This one is spoiled back to the fence. He got that off the very nub, or the very top of the bat. Sounds like a wood bat in those cases.
Witt, he's a good batter. He's not gonna get a lot of power into it, but you don't need power when you have one person on third base.
Yeah, Witt is second on the team in average with 429.
That was an interesting pitch right there because Hayden's been hitting that inside corner, and that would have been, a great pitch to get up in this bat 2-2 with 2 outs. Instead, he got a ball called, and now it's a 3-1. It's a batter's count.
And here's that 3-1. Chopped up the middle. Playable for Keto. Got him. However, the inning was successful for Silver Creek. They lead 1-0. This is 3A Semi-State Baseball on Indiana SRN.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Welcome back, everyone. Semi-State Baseball, the 3A vintage here in Indiana SRN. This is the McIntyre Imaging second inning, where we take pictures of everything. 317-997-9570. Up next for Edgewood, be the bottom of the order, Blake Deckard, Tyler Maratz, and Luke Hayden. So I guess not exactly the bottom of the order. It's 6 through 8, but we're getting there.
Slowly but surely, and this is a big response inning. Either Wheeler continues to get this groove that he's already established in the first inning, or if you're Edgewood, you got to respond. That was a tough inning, a rocket down the right line, and then bringing that run home. You got to get some sort of response if you're Edgewood.
Deckard, who's committed to Rose Holman, a fighting engineer in the making, has the count in his favor. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's batting .324. Season, senior left fielder. Got under it and out of play.
There's something about the Silver Creek hair that they've got going on.
Yeah, they look like a swim team.
Yeah. Swim team, rugby team, just connection. A lot of love amongst the team.
This one hit well, and it finds a gap. And a base hit for Deckard, and that's the response you're looking for, Brent Young.
Yes. That's what you need. You need just base runners. Make Wheeler think. Don't let Wheeler get comfortable, because if he does, it might be a 1-0 win for Edgewood. So don't let that be, for Silver Creek. So don't let him get comfortable, and that's what you did. Just get base runners. Base runners leads to runs. So just got to get someone on base, and they did it.
Now batting.
The next batter is the junior first baseman, Tyler Maratz, batting .246 on the season with 15 hits, driven in 11. A little bit of an open stance for Maratz. Shows bunt and fouls it.
I like it. Small ball. Advance the runner to second base. Because, we were talking before, and we were kind of both thinking it's going to be a little bit of a low-scoring game. So small ball is where it's going to be key, and especially this part of the lineup. Advanced runners and just, if you do get out, make it be a useful out. So we'll see if he can advance the runner with some sort of at-bat here.
It is funny, though, when we were speculating, windy, 2 really good pitchers, probably low scoring, and we've seen both teams have had many offensive opportunities so far.
Yeah. Runners in scoring position so far in every half of the inning. Not in this one yet, but it has been in every single half. First 3.
0-1, no outs. Tyler Maratz. On the mound, Tyler Wheeler. Timeout called. We do want to draw your attention to a very important development that we would be ashamed if we didn't bring up. In center field, Elijah Bays is wearing the coolest cleats of anyone ever.
Yeah.
This one's high.
That's the style these days.
It really is.
You see basketball players wearing those neon, bright light. I call them highlighters. Just highlighters out there on the court, and some highlighters out there in center field.
Well, you see some of the players. I know there's some maybe members of our audience say don't like this. Here's the nice bunt. Well, how's that story? No option over to first, and doing his job, Tyler Maratz gives himself up.
Perfect.
Deckard's on second.
Perfect. That's all you need. He's not going to connect and hit a home run. Maybe if he does the perfect pitch, the perfect swing, but he does his job, does his part, and that's what you need. All pieces to do their parts, and you advance the runner, and now runner in scoring position again with only one out.
And this batter does hit home runs. Luke Hayden's got 3 of them this season, batting .297. Gets on base 35% of the time, which is really good. Here's a strike.
And you know what they say, a chance to help himself.
Yes, they do. We do. We just did. He does have that opportunity. This is what you want of your pitcher. And that's something that's been really impressive to Bob Jones, the head coach of Edgewood this season, was the development of Hayden as a batter to go with him being a pitcher.
Right. Yep. It's just continued development. And, of course, they've talked about it on both sides. Both pitchers, of course, in the high school level, it's going to be one of your better athletes on the entire field. So both of them do bat as well.
Swings outside, 1-1. But to finish that point on the cleats, which you will see, if you can't see them right now, you will. You see that with a lot of the NBA players that wear sneakers that are not even remotely close to the team colors.
Exactly.
That's just the thing. And his are at least team colors. They are orange.
It's funny because they passed that rule in the NBA where you can wear whatever color you want, whatever shoes you want, and boy, oh boy, they took full advantage. They
did.
Full advantage.
Inside, scooting out of the way was Hayden. The count is in his favor. 2 balls, 1 strike. On second, it's Blake Deckard, the left fielder. 1 out. 1-0 lead for Silver Creek. Edgewood and Luke Hayden looking to change that. That's low and outside.
We've talked about the IU commits and the IU connection. And when you have an IU commit, maybe like 10 years ago, it didn't mean much. But right now, the IU baseball team is spectacular. They just sent 10 players to the MLB draft. It's a record for IU baseball. So when you talk about IU baseball commit, that's a big-time player.
And here is the 6th walk of the season for Luke Hayden. And it's 2 on with 1 out. And the train moves on to Harrison Pittsford as we're having a visit on the mound. So let us talk about that. And I think what's amazing is that you have not only if you're going to have a sophomore who's committed to a program like IU, that's impressive.
Yes.
But to have 2 in the same game.
Yes.
With Holden Grower for Silver Creek.
Right.
Like, oh my goodness.
And then on top of it, of course, you've got the big-time batter in Ethan Vercumba heading to IU as well. So, yeah, you talk about 2 sophomores already committing, and that's just a testament to the amount of talent that is in the state of Indiana. You talk about a lot of players in the majors right now from the state of Indiana, and it's kind of opening doors for these players to see, okay, I can make that step as well. So, a sophomore committing already, you don't see that in a lot of sports. Basketball, they normally wait junior, senior year. Football, definitely junior, senior year. To commit as a sophomore just shows that you are ready to take that next step. But guess what? You got 2 more years and 2 more games, hopefully, here in this season as well.
Yeah, I think the only other prominent position, sometimes quarterbacks will commit as sophomores, but it's like that's it.
Right, exactly.
But you have like 2 where their talent is so obvious that it's a school like IU says, we want you, and they go, yes. And now here is Pittsford, catcher batting .293 on the season. He's got 13 RBIs. There's an opportunity here. It's hit well and foul.
That's the second hit that was just right down that left field line that was just launched. And that would have been a home run if he kept it in play.
Well, wind does not help. And by the way, if you're just tuning in and you're wondering, hey, it really sounds windy there, you're right. Chopper, third, steps on the bag, over to first, long throw, got him! And the inning and the threat from Edgewood is over. It's 1-0 Silver Creek. heading to the third. You're listening and watching 3A Semi-State Baseball in Indiana, SRN.
Student athletes competing in the baseball state tournament, Methodist Sports Medicine.
Thanks to Rick McIntyre and McIntyre Imaging for their support of Christian radio and sports. Their service is capturing moments in time and images that provide a record of the celebrations, blessings, and gifts the Lord has given. McIntyre Imaging Products gives their clients a snapshot of life for family and future generations. You may reach Rick and his staff at McIntyre Imaging at www.mcintyreimaging.com.
Welcome to the third inning, everyone. This is 3A Semi-State Baseball in Indiana SRN. We are always in the game. The third inning is brought to you by Noblesville Trophies, 317-773-7391, or noblesvilletrophies.com. And Brent and I in the break, we were just discussing, what a brilliant play by third baseman Gabe Falcone.
Yep. Just simply the knowledge, the IQ to just remember, okay, this is a hard hit ball to me. I've got to step on third real quick and then fire it, calm down, and fire it over to first base. He could have hesitated and tried to get the out at second or something along those lines, but he was calm, cool, collected, and that's the reason why the Silver Creek team is so good, and the reason why they're on the doorstep waiting to advance to the state title with only Edgewood in their way. And of course, Edgewood is an unbelievable team as well. That's why these two teams both are very deserving of making it to Victory Field.
We are back to the top of the order for Silver Creek. Dominic Decker, Holden Grower, Tyler Capist. Decker walked his first time up, the coach's son, and his freshman season, he's not a typical freshman in the sense where he's been around the Silver Creek program his entire life.
Yep.
Almost literally.
Yes. What are they saying? Since he was 3?
Since he was 3. This is outside. But the pressure you have to feel if you are a freshman starting.
Yes.
A coach's son starting.
Yep.
You have to deliver in those situations, and he's done so. He's batting .374.
Yeah, I keep mentioning it, but it's just needing to get bat on balls, and both teams have been able to do that. But thankfully, the defense was able to help out Silver Creek in that last inning. See if the bats can come alive as well.
He leaned over and ushered it into the opposing dugout. It's 1-2. No, that's one of my favorite things about Decker. When we were talking with Joe Decker, the head coach for Silver Creek, Joe Decker, I asked him if Dominic was his favorite player on the team. And he said, no, he's never my favorite player on the team. Jokingly. This is up the middle. Keto hops, throws, and with the stretch gets him.
A great play. That's one of those hard hoppers, especially on this turf. You know it's going to be a bounce. You know it's going to be bouncy. It's not going to take a weird bounce, though. It's going to be right to you. So calm down, wait for that bounce to come right into your glove, and then fire it over to first.
Nice job staying elastic by first baseman Tyler Maratz. Now it is Holden Grower, the other sophomore IU commit. He singled his last time off.
The future friends back at it again.
Well, they're going to be best buds eventually. 1-1. Now to Grower.
And of course, in typical baseball fashion, every close pitch that's called a strike, the batter just does one of those. Oh, really?
Speaking of which, Grower was also, not only is he an excellent baseball player, obviously, but he was on the basketball team that won state title too. He played 10 games, but he was on it. He was there.
He was there.
The 1-2.
Wow. It's a battle swing right there.
Try it again.
Yes. A little bit of a battle swing, staying alive, and right now maybe it took a couple of innings, but Hayden does seem a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more calm there on the mound.
Yeah, he's been more in command this inning. That's very true. Nice hit, diving play, stop made, the throw from his knees, safe is Grower.
What an effort there at third base, though. Wow. And you had an opportunity to talk to Coach about the old third baseman.
Yeah, Jordan Ritchie. There was our report. He's been playing a strong third. You just saw it right there. He didn't get the runner, but to get down and up to make that throw and make it close is impressive. As Tyler Capus will step in. But when we were talking to Coach, he said that Jordan Ritchie, he had an amazing game in the regional final. He stopped like 6 ground balls. It was so many that he couldn't really pinpoint the exact number, but it was somewhere in the vicinity of
like
6.
Like 6. Maybe 7.
Could have been 8.
But yeah, that was a great play. That ball could get into the outfield, and who knows what happens if it gets into the outfield. A good job just stopping it, making sure that you even try to get the runner at first. It's just a really good job getting down and getting up, like you said.
Capus 1-1 count. He flew out to center field to Vercumba last time. That was the beginning of a pair of consecutive outs to Vercumba, who did not have to move very much to get any of it. They were hit right at him. I did that in college once. It was the most frustrating thing ever. Hitter, good hit, look up, outfielder just standing there, catch.
Right there.
Speaking of which, up the middle, off the mound, Keto, over to first, double play. We're going to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Silver Creek. You're watching it 3A Semi-State Baseball in Indiana SRN.
Career construction from skilled tradesmen.
What a play.
The project.
I think the best thing that our ministry offers is that when the women come in and they are pregnant and they've reached our scan dates, which are 6 weeks, 4 days to 14 weeks, we're able to image them with ultrasound.
Seeing the image on the screen and hearing a heartbeat clarifies that it is truly life and not just a clump of cells.
You can see babies sucking their thumbs. You can see them running their hands over their head.
It shows them what God is doing on the inside that they don't feel or don't even think is real, but they see a real image of a real baby on the screen.
It just breaks my heart when a woman, no matter what her circumstances are, that she decides to end that intrauterine pregnancy, that she decides that she's better to go on her own without that baby.
Welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the third inning, brought to you by Noblesville Trophies, 317-773-7391, noblesvilletrophies.com. And as I'm sure you all heard, and with good reason, that was an amazing play by Keto.
Yes, it was, and just took matters into his own hands. And if you actually watch it, it bounced off of the mound and kind of just did a really good job reacting to it and grabbing that and deciding, and I'm not even going to pitch it. I'm already taking my momentum there. Let's get the out at second and turn 2.
And here is Joe Keto. Almost got hit. It was close. 1-0 the count to Joe Keto. Struck out swinging his first time up after a brilliant at-bat where he was battling. Wasted many pitches, and he gets under this one into right field.
Wow.
Back at the wall, and gone! It's 1-1. His first of the year, and he couldn't have picked a better stage to deliver it. Through the wind, it didn't matter. He deposits over the fence. Joe Keto homers.
Wow. And in a lot of other sports, mainly basketball, they say defense leading to offense. How about that for Joe Keto? That was defense leading to offense, all personal for him, and he got a hold of that one.
That's amazing. What an amazing 2 minutes of real time, and this inside to Sam Keto. Tie game, bottom third, 1-1. State championship on the line. We have a game following this one on these very same figurative airwaves as Avon and Columbus East will be the one here from Mooresville.
Gave it a ride. That was a
man. We have a report from Chris Simmons coming up right now.
Yeah, so, it's we've talked about these IU commits for both of these teams as that one gets away. We're looking at Holden Grower for the Silver Creek Dragons. He's batting, as you mentioned, .430 on the year. He's got 5 homers and 38 RBIs, which is really impressive, and he's only a sophomore. And for Edgewood, they have 2 IU commits that you mentioned. The pitcher Luke Hayden, 10-0 on the year, has got a no-hitter and a walk-off hit in the regional final game. And then the big bat, Ethan Verkrumba, has 10 homers of Edgewood's 25 total on the year. He also leads this team in hits, average, triples, and RBIs. So 3 big-time players coming to a big-time program for IU in the future.
Thank you, Chris. And now 3-1, and Verkumba's coming up next. That is amazing, though.
Yeah, it is. Just the talent on these two teams, and we've already mentioned it numerous times throughout the broadcast. And right now, you see the home run leading to a walk. You would expect a little bit more out of Wheeler, kind of gather himself after that, but you just got to hope that this doesn't start to snowball because he's got an absolute monster at the plate now.
And here comes they're entering the danger zone if they weren't in it already. 1 run in via the home run. First at bat of this inning, and here comes the big stick for Edgewood. Ethan Verkumba. He hit it hard his first time up, and Wheeler misses outside. This is going to be a tough situation for Wheeler. He's got to settle it in.
Yeah, he missed badly on that pitch. And you kind of saw him shake his head after he released it too, and he's calling off pitches. It's gonna be he's a little nervous, and I would be too on the mound facing this, but he's been in these situations before, and he's the great pitcher for this reason.
The 1-0 inside. No relief coming on deck. Cooper Thacker is also a threat. And Sam Keto's on on first base.
That's what we mentioned earlier, Jonathan, is that security blanket where you can't just walk him.
Mighty cut from Verkumba, and it is 2-1. The winner of this game gets the winner of the Yorktown and Drayen game, and Drayen is a little mini dynasty.
Yes,
they have won 6 state titles, and they've won 4 state titles since 2010 is the one, but they've won 6 overall, which is fantastic.
Hey, last I checked, that's pretty good.
Here's the throw over to second off a strike and safe. No, he's out.
Man.
Keto slid through the bag.
Yep. It's a tough thing there. He had the right thing, but remember, we're playing on this turf, and you saw him slide straight through the bag. In dirt, he's probably hanging on. He's probably staying right on that bag. Probably his whole body's on top of it, but on this turf, he slid straight through.
And a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Verkumba.
Man.
And 2 away. What a change of events.
Huge. You could have had a runner on second because he was safe initially with the steal. And then he just slid through the bag and then tagged him after he went through. But right there, that's 2 outs in just the nick of time. And before you know it, what could be a rally inning looks like they might try and get out of it.
Here's a strike. A great way to battle back for Tyler Wheeler in Silver Creek. Thacker struck out swinging his last time up. Took him 5 pitches. It's 0-1, and now this one misses outside. We got the wind right now, and we've got a little steady.
Yep.
Not a shower. It's the nozzle when you turn on the not the faucet, but the garden hose, where it's like a mist, just a little mist,
just a little bit. Put your thumb over it.
Yeah.
Kind of just like.
We're getting a little mist action, and here is the 1-2, and a swing and a miss, and Wheeler gets out of it. But 1 run in for Edgewood. We're tied 1-1 at the end of 3. This is 3A Semi-State Baseball on Indiana SRN.
And that's what Wilson has delivered for over 100 years. Learn more.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
First pitch swinging. Welcome back, everyone. Wheeler for Silver Creek lifts it into left field. The wind plays around with it, but able to retire the out is Blake Deckard. One away here in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about the sun, but you do need to worry about the howling wind. So good job getting underneath that one and securing it for the first out. But that last inning had every opportunity for Edgewood to kind of open the game up a little bit, and a great job by Silver Creek just getting outs any way possible.
And now batting Connor Young, who walked his first time up. This is the College Hunks and Movers fourth inning, moving what you want, removing what you don't. This one skips away. 1-1 to Young. What a topsy-turvy. This is what's the type of games you want. Slow scoring, but it's been nonstop action since the first pitch.
Exactly. Low scoring, two great pitchers, a bunch of great bats. I mean, this is what you expect out of a 3A semi-state.
Hit well, but foul.
On you. Stay there.
The scoring so far in the second inning, Landers, also known to everyone as Josh Landers. This one is flailed, just barely got a bit of it. He had an RBI double, scoring Connor Young. And then in the last inning, in the bottom of the third, Joe Quito homered into right field. And that's how we have 1-1. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jonathan. Brent Young is here. Chris Simmons gives us reports from the side. This ball skips off the plate.
Yeah, and it looks like it got the catcher right on the hand. Good job, though. Harrison Pittsford. No one on base, so no harm, no foul. But still, that was a very short pitch.
Pittsford is a tough guy, evidenced by that. But he's also a middle linebacker in the center on the Mustangs football team.
Pretty good football team this year, too.
Yeah. There's a lot going on very good in Edgewood. And this one misses low. Silver Creek, too.
Yes.
We touched on that, but it's like the athletic successes of these two programs just transcends any one sport.
Exactly.
The 3-2. Misses. And Young is heading to first on the free pass. Now here's Josh Landers. Speaking of football, Brent, Josh Landers is not bad.
No, not bad. Kind of plays a pretty important position, I'd say, on the football field. One of those where you probably need him to do well for your team to do well, type thing.
He is. He's a field general, if you will.
Okay. Are you going to spoil it for everybody?
He's quarterback.
Yeah.
He threw for 12 touchdowns and 1,200 yards, almost 1,300 yards this past season.
Which is good in high school football.
Fantastic. And that level 2 throw to second. It skips away from Quito. Rolls in the outfield, but no play made. Stolen base for Young.
And you saw there, Young didn't slide through the bag. Kind of played it right. It was the throw was on there. But a good job also backing up, because obviously that took a bounce and went to the outfield. A good job coming up and making sure that no harm, no foul past that.
Young is now 9 for 9 stolen bases this season. The 1-1 to Landers. That misses outside. Pittsford is showing his flexibility here this inning.
Yes. Yeah, something that's happening, though, slowly is Hayden's kind of missing the mark a little bit in this inning.
Sophomore fires. High. 3-1. Wind still constant. Basically moving from right center field across the diamond towards the third base. And here's a walk and in trouble. Wow. The throw. Quito struggled with it. And advancing to third is Young.
Young just was caught in a bad situation there. but somehow was able to make something of it. Keto probably could have gotten them out at third. Instead, right now they're going to have a meeting. Of course, we kind of saw it. Hayden wasn't really hitting his spots at all so far this inning.
On third base, Young, he had lemons and he made Buffalo Trace bourbon out of it.
Oh, whoa. Okay. I like
Better
that.
lemonade. He should have been out by a mile, but
should have been.
But he took that moment instead of panicking. He's like, all right, well, you know what? I'm getting on third.
And you got a really good defender, Joe Keto, out there as well. And we saw his previous play in the previous inning where he was able to personally turn two. He just lost hand of the ball, and it's very uncharacteristic of him. So he really did a good job trying to corral that ball and get him out of third. Young just did an even better job, not panicking, trying to go back to second and just running straight for third. Really good job for Silver Creek.
We're going to go to Chris for a score update. We're going to try to keep you abreast on what's going on around the state of Indiana, especially in playoffs. Chris, what do you have for us?
Yeah, the other 3A semi-state baseball game going on right now between Andrean and Yorktown is through 3 innings, and Andrean, as you guys mentioned, that powerhouse, they are well on their way to another title game. They are up 5-0 after 3 innings over Yorktown.
Oh, wow. That was interesting. Andrean, 7 state titles, Yorktown looking to get to their first, obviously, in a big hole as Hawkins is now at bat. He grounded out to second base his first time on. Here's a chopper off himself, so it's 0-2. But if you looked at just what's interesting about these semi-state matchups, this pool, is there's so many teams who've never been to a state title,
right?
Let alone won one.
Right. And continue.
No, I was just gonna say, like in 4A, you have all of them have not been,
which is good. It just I continue bringing it back as wow. We got the strikeout. I continue bringing it back up is how many professional baseball players there are that hail from the state of Indiana. And it just really credits the amount of talent, the scattered talent all throughout the state. So what you just said is just a testament to how deep and talented this entire state of Indiana is when it comes to high school baseball.
Now batting Gabe Falcone, who struck out swinging his first time up. And to that point, you used to be, if you're from Brownsburg or if you're from Jaspers, Falcone skies this one, right field, back moving, drifting under it, and making the catch is Coleman Sater. And that ends the Dragon threat in the 4th. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. It is 1-1. This is 3A semi-state baseball on Indiana SRN.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the 4th inning, tie game, 1-1. This is the College Hunks and Movers 4th inning. Moving what you want, removing what you don't. College Hunks and Movers.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th.
Saw an excellent play in right field as we went to break. Coleman Sater drifting under it, and here he is, just on cue. Ground out to the pitcher his first time up. Looks to do better this time. Strike. We were saying before the break that what it used to be, if you're from Jasper or Brownsville, there are certain hotbeds in the state where baseball is really strong. And obviously it hasn't supplanted basketball or football by any stretch, but be able to see different teams, Avon, Hamilton Southeastern, even Yorktown, playing Andrean, to be able to see these teams be able to rise up and have a chance at glory, that's fantastic.
top
really
to bottom, every sport.
We're just awesome, you know? I mean that in all humility.
Right.
We're fantastic.
Well, I mean, you go to Ohio, really, really good football. Very talented football. You go to, Texas, football. You go to the East Coast.
Alabama football, too.
Yeah, East Coast basketball. California, everything, because it's so huge.
Well, yeah, they got like 16 billion people. Swing and a miss by Sater. One away here in the bottom of the fourth.
Well, you talk Indiana, you're talking every sport. A lot of talent. And these two teams, we've mentioned already numerous times, and we need to continue to mention, is how much multi-sport talent they have. And that just says athletes out on the field and athletes that are going to have success in the next level, whether it be baseball or any other sport.
Here's a strike to Blake Deckard, who singled and was on the front end of a double play that ended the second inning. The future fighting engineer of Rose-Hulman got under it. Speaking of under it,
wow,
2 away.
You know you got a good catcher when he makes that look easy.
Capus, that was simple for the bleached blonde catcher.
Now batting, number 18, Tyler Moreau.
Going to Southern Indiana next year. Something I like about him. Good kid. Big Cubs fan. I know that's not your thing, but I learned that. That was something that Coach Joe Decker pointed out at me, because I was giving an analogy in the Cubs, and he said, hey, you know who likes the Cubs? Tyler Capus. And I was like, he's okay in my book.
He was fine. For you.
For me. Not for some people. That's a rarity down in the Silver Creek area. There aren't many Cubs fans. 1-0 to Tyler Marat.
Yeah, you would think a lot of Red fans, I would imagine.
A lot of Red fans.
Cincinnati Reds, the Red Legs.
Southern Indiana is a lot of Reds, a lot of Cardinals. And a part of that is because Scott Rowland.
Yep.
Like if you're in the Jasper area, that's a big draw for they followed Scotty Rowland around.
Yeah, well, and mentioning the Reds, you talk about, of course, Tucker Barnhart.
Oh yeah, Brownsburg. We just touched on both. You had, obviously, I know the geography of the state. I know Cincinnati is also close to that region. That's another reason why the Reds are popular. But you have Scott Rowland, Jasper, Tucker Barnhart, Brownsburg. And those were, for a long time, the powers in baseball in Indiana. And a 2-2 count to Marats. And I like Jasper, and Brownsburg's nice, but it is also nice to see these other teams.
Yes.
Including Edgewood and Silver Creek. Swing and a miss by Marats, and an easy 1-2-3 for Silver Creek. We're going to the top of the fifth, 1-1. Buckle up, everybody. We got a lot more to come. This is 3A Semi-State Baseball on Indiana SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium Black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer, and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family-friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is the Burtner Electric fifth inning. Short circuits can zap you. Play it safe with Burtner Electric. Don't get zapped. It's 1-1, Silver Creek. Dylan Witt at the bottom of the order, then up to the top, Dominic Decker holding Grower. Thing of note, this is, look at that. Little dribbler, base hit for Witt. That's a way to get on.
Fantastic bunt. Showed late, was able to lay it right down the third baseline. No play at all. That's a fantastic bunt.
Whenever you lay down a bunt like that, it just, the defense are paralyzed.
Yes.
You don't see it coming. It plops it down.
It's
the
kind of
defense
just like, man, take on it.
Man, shoot. Up at the top of the order, Dominic Decker, who is 0 for 1, and he tries the bunt. This one pops up high and foul, and that is going to be not to Joe Decker's liking.
Why? I was thinking maybe he's going to try and catch that.
Could have. 0-1 to the younger Decker, coach's son.
But you see, they're trying to go small ball right now. You know, this deep, you have the feeling that Wheeler's starting to feel it on the mound. So bring one run in, you might be able to take this home 2-1.
If we look on that scoreboard, hits very even, 4-3. Throw over. Edgewood has the one more hit. They also have committed an error. Silver Creek has played flawless so far. This is an excellent bunt. No opportunity over to first, and that retires Decker on the sacrifice, and Witt is on second.
Small ball is alive and well here at Mooresville High School.
I like it. I like having that extra level of complexity to the game. Holden Grower now step up. He's played really well. He's 2 for 2. But it's teams seeing those opportunities, and I almost wish the majors would do it more when you're like in a game, low scoring. Yeah, like put yourself in a good position to get a run.
Grover's not a player that I think is going to lay down a bunt, though.
No, he does not need to. He's got 5 dingers. He's driven in 38. He's not going to IU for bunt. 2-0 the count.
Right now is a big pitch for Luke Hayden. Cannot let this one hang in the zone, down 2-0.
Strike. There's the way to battle back.
Great placement, too.
The gusting win, 1-1 game, 2-1 count to Grower, the sophomores. Oh, and Decker is in trouble, and he is gone.
Man. Just very, very unlucky. Extra lead off too much, and coming off the mound was Hayden. Just fantastic defensive play.
That was Dylan Witt, but a rough. That's not what you won. We're showing a replay of that. You see that it's just got caught with the shifting hands, and Witt pummels his helmet into the bench. Nice grab over to first, and what a way to get through. That's 1-2-3, the newfangled way. It is 1-1 going to the bottom of the 5th.
Athletic Association is proud to salute our friends and supporters from Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
How does a good man become even better? By working out? Or by working his way up the corporate ladder? By changing his diet? Or by changing his style? By traveling the world? Or by staying perfectly still? For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through a dedicated fraternity and by taking an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. Men who are as committed to each other and their families as they are to our noble cause. In the end, we don't just make men better, we make them Masons. Not just a man, a Mason.
Watch this game later on.
Welcome back to the Burtner Electric 5th inning. Short circuits can zap you. Play it safe with Burtner Electric. Bottom of the order for the Edgewood Mustangs, Luke Hayden, Harrison Pittsford, and then up top to Joe Quito, who had an explosive last at bat.
I see you trying to time that. Explosive.
Yeah, you're working on this thing. No, all things considered, it's a pretty nice day here in Mooresville. Actually, it feels comfortable, like weather-wise, temperature-wise, it feels comfortable. And this is lifted center field, and not moving is the man in the orange shoes.
You know, that was a good bat on ball, too. Just literally did not move.
That's Nothing feels better playing center field than that exact situation where you're looking at it, and the first thing you think is, surely this is not hit right at me. And then you're, oh, this is hit right at me.
Or
Catch.
maybe he's so fast with those shoes that we didn't even see him move.
I think that's very likely.
Like,
Harrison Pittsford stepped
just
in.
like the zap.
It was. They had zapped him. Elijah Bays, we don't get to talk about him much because he's not batting, but Elijah Bays, he zapped Luke Hayden on that one.
Ooh. Touche.
Ah, yes. 1-1 count to Pittsford. But seriously, though, if you're in outfield and the ball's hit right, it's almost scary because you're assuming the first reaction is, I must have misread this.
Yeah.
Because it's either over me or under me. It can't be right at me. Oh, it is right at me. Catch.
Especially that. That was a line drive. And line out like that's just bad luck.
2-1 is fouled off by Pittsford. Even count. 2-2, 1 out. Bottom 5. We're moving through this game.
Yeah, it's quick. Pitcher's duel, somewhat.
Yeah. The next game, which is Avon and Columbus East, will be right here on these same airways. This one into left field. Diving play made! Connor Young! Didn't need the fancy shoes. Yeah, we got all sorts of highlights.
Give him the da-na-na, da-na-na.
Yeah, what a play.
That was nice. And that's also a situation there where if you dive and you do not get that ball, that's a triple waiting to happen.
Oh, if not, yeah. If not, well, it would be a triple with Pittsford, but yeah, especially in this surface.
Yes.
It's not slowing up.
No.
0-1 Keto, who had the other fantastic highlight of this game. This one misses low, but as we were saying, the second game of our broadcast is the Avon Columbus East 4A semi-state game. That'll begin 45 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Keto got a lot on it.
Keto has the number right now of Wheeler, just completely locked in at the plate. But right now, it's Wheeler's opportunity to throw one in the dirt. He got him out earlier in the game with just a dirt ball, have the ability to kind of make him swing because he's locked in, swinging at a lot of pitches. Try and get him chasing one.
Yeah, Keto's covered the spectrum in his 2 at-bats. He struck out and he hit a home run. And he hits this one well. But there in the fancy shoes, Elijah Bays. 3 up, 3 down for Edgewood. We're going to the 6th on Indiana SRN, where you're watching 3A semi-state baseball.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Welcome back, everybody. See, we're everywhere. You can watch on Twitter. You can watch on YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel. You have lots of videos. Welcome back. This is the Aspen Creek Girls 6th inning. Try the Pow Pow Shrimp, exit 210 on I-69. Silver Creek will be in the middle of their order. Tyler Capist, Tyler Wheeler, Connor Young standing by as that's a strike. Looking for a timeout, not getting it was Capist. But it's been an exciting game so far, and we have our Chris Simmons has got a special guest to be able to pow with.
Yeah, I am here right behind home plate on the other side of you guys, here on the first base side with Kip McWilliams of Indiana Tech. He is here trying to take in this great baseball game. Kip, welcome to the game.
Thank you. It's been a great game to watch so far. Both teams are really persevering and coming through and limiting the damage when they score up, give up 1 runs per inning. So it's a nice game.
Yeah, so what have you seen so far that's really stood out to you?
Well, we came here today to really see some of the better talented underclassmen in the state, and we're definitely seeing it. But I think you look at the approach from Silver Creek hitters, they're having a really good approach against one of the better pitchers in the state. And then, of course, Edgewood hitters are really doing a good job of working that count and battling up with 2 strikes and key hits with 2 strikes as well. So seen a lot of good stuff for sure.
Well, thank you for coming on the air today real quick, and enjoy the rest of the game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Chris. Tyler Wheeler is at the plate, and he smokes this one up the gap between third and short, and he's on his first hit of the game.
Give him some love on first base. Nice and tight shot.
Helped himself out a little bit there, huh?
Yeah. Just got to do as Capus grounded out. Frustrating at bat for Tyler Capus. Tyler Wheeler, not so frustrating, and now here comes Connor Young. Left fielder, he is 0 for 0 today. He's walked twice.
Also stole base, so a lot of speed at the plate right now. Got caught in that iffy situation as well on out at third.
Here's the 0-1 upcoming. Luke Hayden delivers. Ooh, that was close.
She wanted that.
Man, she was pumped. Gotta love baseball.
It was a good attempt, though.
That was fantastic. Swing and a miss. Buckling the knees of Young. 1-2 the count.
That was a good pitch.
Great crowd on hand, as evidenced by that cheer. But see, Silver Creek brought everyone. Edgewood brought everyone.
Yes.
For those of you who are not a part of that everyone, thank you for joining us. We're happy to have you. Swing and a miss. Another knee buckler. And down goes Young.
That's a great pitch at bat. It's a situation where you walk the guy 2 times previously, so that guy you then alter your pitches a little bit more off speed. You get him to buckle not once but twice. Really good job getting that out.
Third strikeout of the game. Here's a throw high. Oh, he bounced and he's out. The defense is on point today here at Mooresville High School. We're going to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 1. You're watching 3A semi-state baseball in Indiana, SRN.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Welcome to the bottom of the Aspen Creek Grill 6th inning. Try the Pow Pow Shrimp on exit 210 on I-69. Sam Keto, Ethan Verkumba, and Cooper Thacker. And we're getting late in this one, and it's been a fun game. It's been a low-scoring game, kind of what we were expecting. Both teams have played wonderfully at pitching, at the dish, and in the field, Brent Young.
Yes, they have. And that last, first of all, the pitch was a strike, and it was a little low. So the ability to fire that to second base, and a really good job getting that runner trying to steal. And of course, we saw Wheeler, as we were talking off air, kind of bounced a little bit, kind of slid a little too early, bounced and kind of missed the bag, but a great job by the catcher.
Keto got under it, and now drifting under it and making the play is the Silver Creek right fielder, Dylan Witt. One away here in the bottom of the 6th.
And of course, this is where you have the big bat at the plate. You need one crack of the bat to take the lead. and then hope that you can hold on and finish out the victory and head to the state championship. This is what seniors dream of, this at bat.
Ethan Verkamba, 1 for 2. Mighty cut, foul. No, it's fair. He slides in. Out!
Wow. You talk about defense. How about that play?
Wow.
And just the wherewithal by Wheeler as well to sprint over there to first base. Wow.
Here's the replay of it. It was close. Producer Jerry Collins, what do you think? He thinks he's safe? Interesting. Well, that's what happens, and now here is Cooper Thacker with an opportunity to rebound. Oh, it was close. That slide, you have to really nail it for him to give it to you. Here's another strike.
And a lot of people say they don't like the slide into first base. They say it takes a little off, but I think he did a fantastic job sliding. I think he gave himself a little bit more of a chance with the slide.
Just on the outside, 1 and 2. That's a tough play. Either way you look at, right on the line.
Yeah.
Wow. And Cooper Thacker struck. He wants to avoid the turkey. He struck out twice so far. And he can't. Another interesting 1-2-3, and we're going to the 7th. Tied at 1 on Indiana SRN, where you're watching 3A semi-state baseball.
Today's games brought to you by Shin Technology Service Corporation. Technology is about humans and not about machines. Dave and his crew has provided 27 years of software needs. Give them a call. Shin Technology Service Corporation. You may reach him by phone at 317-545-3650 or shintechnology.com. For more information, contact Dave, 317-545-3650.
Hello, my name is Sean Kroll, and I've been a part of the Indiana SRN family for the last 9 years. Last year, we streamed a record 326 sporting events around Central Indiana. All the other guys broadcast basketball and football, but we at Indiana SRN also air volleyball, softball, baseball, and even golf. But we need your help. To continue our mission, please help us by contacting Coach at indianasrn.org. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Welcome back to a windy Mooresville, everyone. 1-1 count to Josh Landers. This is the scheduled final inning. I underline scheduled because
bold it and italicize it.
Yeah, we just want to let you know if you're expecting a 9-inning game, you might get one, but it's not. But it'll because it went to extras and not because the standard distance of Indiana high school baseball, 7 innings. And this is the Morales Group 7th inning. Thanks to Morales Group for their support for Indiana SRN. Thank you. Landers chops it. Hayden stumbles over to first in time.
And you know, Hayden's kind of showing his ability defensively. He's made a couple of really good plays on the mound, just being able to field grounders and get the easy throw out at first. That was another good one. He's kind of stumbling, as you mentioned, falling off the mound, going back to grab that one. It's a really good job being able to corral himself to throw over to first.
Jack Hawkins, the first baseman, going to be playing basketball with the Franklin Grizzlies. Chops this one. Keto, tough play on the run, underhand, shovel, nice play.
Wow. The hits just keep coming. That was awesome. Kept it in the glove the entire time. That is crazy.
The gloved flip. Now Gabe Falcone, what's next? We've seen a little bit of everything. Excellent. We were talking the break where this has been an excellently played baseball game.
Yes.
Like sometimes you get games where it's just only offense. Sometimes it's just only the pitcher. But this is, we've seen it. People have been putting the ball in play. They've been doing a little bit of everything.
Small ball. You got a home run. You've got early success at the plate. Now pitchers calming down and having a duel. It's been a really good game.
Falcone has struck out in the second, and he flew out to right field in the fourth. That's It's a 1-1 count, 2 outs here, top of the 7th, and scheduled final inning. This ball misses high.
And you know something about Luke Hayden as far as strikeouts go, don't you?
I do. He is on 99, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull up my abacus. He's on 99 strikeouts.
Yep.
Currently. Another one would be 100. That will have to wait. In right field, on the run, diving, and out of play.
Good effort. It's one of those foul balls, so you can lay out for it. But it's a situation also where if that's going to go fair, I don't want you diving unless you know 100% that you're going to catch the ball.
The way these two teams, these student athletes have been playing,
yes,
they're making the play.
They're
catching it.
They are.
All right, so here's the 2-2, sitting on 99. Missing inside.
Yep.
Up next for Edgewood will be Sater Deckard, middle of the order. And there's a walk for Falcone.
Went back-to-back, same pitch, just a little bit too low. Was probably trying to get a little bit of a chase out of Falcone. Wasn't able to get him to dive down for one. So now, the go-ahead runs on first.
So bring up the 1-for-2, Dylan Witt, the right fielder. He's had an eventful day. This one's low.
That one came up and hit him.
That's a tender area, but he's tough.
He is. You've mentioned. He's
in football. He does everything center. He's used to that. 1 out. Sound like a wood bat.
Yeah, it was a defensive swing, is what I thought when I saw that take right there. Cut, pardon me.
When you hear a contact like that, it's off the end of the bat. It does not feel good.
No.
It sends like
the jammer.
Tremor. Yeah, it stinks. There's a strike.
Good spot.
1-2, 2 outs. And here comes Hayden. Lifted. Right side. Keto. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. 1-1 the score. You're watching 3A Semi-State Baseball on Indiana SRN.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Welcome to the bottom of the 7th, the Morales Group 7th inning. Thanks to Morales Group for their support for Indiana SRN. They have really been good friends of Indiana SRN and doing the sports that we do here. It'll be Edgewood, middle of the order. Coleman Sater, Blake Deckard, Tyler Maratz, a little bit of the middle of the order, right after the power duo of Vercumba and Thacker.
Bottom of the 7th for Edgewood.
And now 1-1. This is the scheduled final inning. If Edgewood, they have the opportunity at the golden ball. If they get 1 run, that's a soccer term, by the way. If they get 1 run, the game's over. And so this is a great opportunity if you're Edgewood now. Worked it out for you. You have 3 outs to send yourself to state, Brent Young.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they elect to go with a bit of a small ball if they get a runner on base. We saw Silver Creek go with it, so get a runner on, advance him into scoring position, and see what happens from there. With this part of the lineup, though, I think you've just got to be out there swinging.
Here's the 1-1. Swinging, flailing, and missing. It's Coleman Sater, who grounded out to the pitcher in the 1st, struck out swinging in the 4th. Tyler Wheeler has had his way with Mr. Sater so far this game. Sater has played an excellent right field. This is over towards 3rd, picking and throwing to 1st, and 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th.
That was a bit of a dribble, and just of course, tensions are very high. A buddy of mine actually played in state championship game, and it was a small defensive mishap, which was the reason of them not winning the state championship. So right now, every single player on the field just needs to be keen and remember their fundamentals, and that was a very fundamental play, but a very important now.
1 for 2. Blake Deckard stands in that right side batter's box, chops it over towards Falcone, but it's foul. That was something, we were talking about this before the game. We want to see how it bared out, where before the game you saw two different approaches. Edgewood was very focused.
Right.
Rigid almost.
Right.
Silver Creek very loose, and we've seen it's worked out for both of them.
It has. As the game is worn on, you see Edgewood kind of releasing a little bit and getting more relaxed, more excited at the end of each inning. And so both teams right now just obviously doing everything they can to find a way to win this game.
Deckard spoils the 0-2. We'll try it again. One away. Silver Creek's run came on an RBI double in the second. Edgewood's came on a solo home run in the third. And a swing and a miss by Deckard, and another strikeout for Tyler Williams. That's his 8th.
Yep. And here it is. This is 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, tie ball game.
Wind blowing.
Yeah, wind blowing strongly.
Inside on Tyler Maratz. He takes the ball.
That one almost hit him. Stood in there too.
The dugout always is very encouraging in this situation. Wear it! Oh,
right,
come on.
Right.
Outside. Missing the opposite extreme on that pitch was Wheeler. Maratz.
So, 2-0 count. Right here, I'm looking for something down the middle and something to just launch.
And there's a strike. Well, painted that outside corner with the strike, but that's a smart approach by Maratz. You don't want to give yourself away. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss. High heat fooled him.
That was the pitch. He was swinging no matter what at that pitch.
Extra innings could be one pitch away. 2-2, 2 outs, bottom 7. Here it comes.
Wow.
Over towards first. Picked up easily. We're going to the 8th. Tied at 1. Extra innings. Free baseball coming up here. You're watching 3A Semi-State Baseball on Indiana SRN.
Thanks to Rick McIntyre and McIntyre Imaging for their support of Christian radio and sports. Their service is capturing moments in time and images that provide a record of the celebrations, blessings, and gifts the Lord has given. McIntyre Imaging Products gives their clients a snapshot of life for family and future generations. You may reach Rick and his staff at McIntyre Imaging at www.mcintyreimaging.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to the 8th. We're in extras. Sudden death baseball. Not really sudden death baseball on Indiana SRN. I'm Jonathan Mathis making that faux pas. Brent Young sitting to the right. My right. Commiserating with me. But basically, we're more or less in sudden death.
Yes.
If you lead 1-0 at the end of the inning, you win. You're going to state. Nothing else on the line.
Pretty much. I think 1 run. Just 1 run will do it for either side, obviously, if it heads to the bottom. But if Silver Creek can find a way to bring 1 batter across the plate, with the way both defenses have been playing recently, I think that would just about do it.
We'll see. They're even in the hits department. 4 hits apiece, 1 error for Edgewood, none for Silver Creek. And we're at the top of the order for the Silver Creek Dragons. Dominic Decker, Holden Grower, and Tyler Capist. And Decker is 0 for 1. He's laid down a sacrifice and walked. And he's behind 0-2.
Luke Hayden is locked in. Right now he is locked in.
Let's see what IU sees in him. Here comes that 0-2. Skipped it.
Good pitch though.
Trying to get him to chase.
Same location on all the pitches, but that one trying to get him to chase.
Here's the 1-2. Right up the middle, over Haynes' head. Keto is there. The throw. Got him. The Ketos have been dialed in.
You know, after their one mishap in the first inning where it was kind of overthrown, they have been spectacular in that middle infield.
It's been a black hole out there in the middle.
Yes.
Now here's Holden Grower, the other sophomore IU commit. 2 for 3, and he takes a strike.
Good off-speed first pitch. You know, Grover's up there wanting to connect on one, and good off-speed make him freeze.
That's inside.
What I've been seeing is they're giving him the outside. They're giving him that left side of the catcher. See if he goes back out there.
The 1-1. Spoiled.
Now this is the pitch right here. Mano-y-mano. IU versus IU. Silver Creek versus Edgewood.
Luke Hayden, Holden Grower. Strikeout. And I believe that is the milestone. 100 strikeouts on the season for Luke Hayden. Sophomore campaign, he's been brilliant. That is obviously secondary to what happens as this game progresses. And Tyler Capist has an opportunity here. Battle back with Silver Creek. Calls for time, doesn't get it again. He calls for time awfully late.
He does. You know what? Bring out your 100-piece puzzles, baby.
He's calling out early.
That's 100 strikeouts. That's fantastic. Wow.
Hit hard. Keto stumbles, fires, got him anyway. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. You can't hit it by the Ketos. It's 1-1. You're watching 3A Semi-State Baseball on Indiana SRN.
I think the best thing that our ministry offers is that when the women come in and they are pregnant and they've reached our scan dates, which are 6 weeks, 4 days to 14 weeks, we're able to image them with ultrasound.
Seeing the image on the screen and hearing a heartbeat clarifies that it is truly life and not just a clump of cells.
You can see babies sucking their thumbs. You can see them running their hands over their head.
It shows them what God is doing on the inside that they don't feel or don't even think is real, but they see a real image of a real baby on the screen.
It just breaks my heart when a woman, no matter what her circumstances are, that she decides to end that intrauterine pregnancy, that she decides that she's better to go on her own without that baby.
Welcome to the bottom of the 8th inning, extra innings, and we're going to go to Chris Simmons really quick right off the bat. Luke Hayden stepping up to bat, and he had a big moment in the regional final.
Yeah, just a real quick moment on Luke Hayden. Hit a walk-off hit single to beat Frankfort in the regional game, so he's got a chance to do that once again here today to go to state.
We'll see. It's 0-0, first pitch, strike.
Off-speed first pitch. A little taste of his own medicine.
It'll be Hayden Pittsford, Joe Keto, and that what was amazing, just the Ketos have been so strong.
Yes.
And he's going to Indiana State next year, walk on, and Indiana State's a great program.
Yes, they are.
Only reason they didn't move on into further in the NCAAs was that Vanderbilt was in the way.
And they just happen to be the best team in the nation.
And here is chopped over towards his counterpart, and that walk-off will have to wait.
It's like both teams are having so much fun defensively, they just don't want to end.
They don't. I don't want them to end. I'm sure it's tense.
Yeah.
It's great. You can see it on the faces of the fans,
Yep.
and you can hear it in their cheers as Harrison Pittsford will step in. 0 for 2, wow. Hits it well, left field, drifting back and making the play with a little bit of a hop was Connor Young.
Another situation where that was a very solidly hit ball and just went straight to a glove.
It was, and here's Joe Keto defensive star of the game along with his brother. He's 1 for 3, and that one was gigantic. Home run. It probably went 302 feet, but he did this trick. Missed high.
Good take. You know, Keto's one of those where he understands the strike zone as well. He does battle very well, but he also gets a ring on one ball.
The 1-0 misses. On deck, Sam Keto, Joe's younger brother, is 1 for 2. Then Ethan Vercumbo waits. Skies it, and out of play.
Joe Keto.
The 2-1. Spoils it again.
You know, but he's right on those. You know, it's just right there. And both pitchers are just doing so well, but all it takes is one solid crack of the bat.
Yeah, those are intentional fouls off, and not just missing it. As that pitch missed. 3-1.
It didn't flinch.
He's seen it well. To Brent's point, like when you're fouling it off like that late in the count, it's not because you're trying to get a hit. You're trying to just dance away anything close to the strike zone.
Right.
The 3-2. Hit hard up the middle, past a diving shortstop holding Grower, and one is on in the bottom of the 8th.
And you see it right there. You know, it just, as you mentioned, just kind of battling off, waiting for the right pitch that you can connect with, and right there it's the connection, and now a man is on.
Now Sam Keto, the junior. The Ketos, both of them, well, Joe, he played up in age when he was younger. They played many years together, many games together up the middle on their respective teams. And now, one on base. They need one, and at the plate, the younger brother, Sam, the junior.
And Jonathan, I just got word that the winner of this game will be playing Andrean.
Andrean, who, interesting. So Andrean, the powerhouse in 3A, is waiting. Sam Keto could send Edgewood to that confrontation and for the first time to a state championship game in baseball. Looking to stop him, Tyler Wheeler, and he delivers the 1-0. Hit hard, up the middle, into center field. Fielding it is Elijah Bays, and now 2 on. And look who's coming up.
Wow. Wow.
With 10 home runs, 41 hits, make that 42, batting .466, Ethan Vercumba, IU commit senior slugger. A runner's in scoring position, they need one. Swing and a miss.
That was a pitch right there.
A big momentum swing will result from this at bat. The 0-1. Missed high.
That pitch was right there as well, but what that's going to do for Wheeler is he's going to think about that and think he's got to be a little bit closer. Dangerous time right now.
Wheeler, ignoring all the base runners, comes home and barely misses. Didn't break enough. 2-1. Vercumbo waits. Wheeler delivers. And dinked into the mid. 2-2.
Wow. Deuce is wild right now, and this is a mammoth pitch.
2 outs, a speedy Joe Cato in scoring position. The 2-2. Got under it and foul. I'm going to try it again.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go outside, really strong outside, trying to make him chase, but that one trickled back into the zone. A good job battling that one off, but wow. This is a high intensity at bat.
Here comes Wheeler. Outside, full count.
Man.
On deck is Cooper Thacker, who's 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts. An opportunity for redemption for him. But the play's at the plate. And actually, we see Jordan Ritchie is in the on-deck circle for Edgewood. Here's the 3-2. Got under it. Drifting back, calling for it, holding Grower, and we're going to 9th. 1-1. This is 3A Semi-State Baseball on Indiana SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium Black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer, and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family-friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Welcome to the 9th. We've already played a complete game in Indiana High School baseball. That's 7. We then played 1 bonus. That wasn't enough. We got more baseball. It'll be the middle of the order for Silver Creek coming up. Tyler Wheeler, the 4th batter, Connor Young, Josh Landers, and it has been really the most productive segment of the Dragons order so far today, Bringham.
Yeah, it has. And this is also the part of the order where you kind of saw them instill that little small ball that they have with a couple of bunt downs and then advance the runner. So, this is where they've kind of had their ability to get runners on base and see if they can bring them around. And right now they only need 1 run to go up.
Tyler Wheeler, the pitcher for Silver Creek, 1 for 3. First pitch swinging, launches it to center. Back towards the wall, waving everyone off and making the catch is Ethan Burkumba.
Yeah, even that one was just very solidly hit. In both of these pitchers, as the pitch count continues to rise, it's going to be interesting to see if any fatigue starts to set in or if it's just straight adrenaline at this point.
Up next is Connor Young, who's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. But where Wheeler hit that ball, that is a dead wind through center field. So that's not only the furthest part in the park normally, it's even more now. It plays further away since, with the wind. Check swing, strike.
Both these pitchers are dialed in. I mean, it's hard to be more dialed in than these two guys right now.
Hayden with the count in his favor. Try to get him to chase, and we will continue the at-bat.
Jonathan, this is always my favorite time as well because you are getting the pitcher's best stuff and you are getting the batter's best attempts. This is mano a mano.
It's 2-2 to Connor Young. Young scored the 1 Silver Creek run way back in the 2nd inning. He then got to third base in the 4th. Fouls it off.
I look for, he's been blowing them past people. But maybe another one in the dirt, bring it to a full count.
Nostradamus over here. Nails it. We could have fielded that ground ball if that pesky fence wasn't there. It was right at you.
I would have barehanded it and thrown it to first.
You had it. Oh, and he hit him.
Wow. Man. Go ahead and runner on first again.
Right in the top of the shoulder. And here comes Josh Landers, the quarterback, the basketball player, the designated hitter. He drove in Young back in the 2nd with 1 out. An excellent position for the Silver Creek Dragons. And there's a pesky baseball laying on base pass. What a way to diffuse tension with
and the wind just
random
completely
baseball.
stopped right there.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's just interesting.
Crazy.
Here's Landers waiting. Strike.
I don't know if he was taken the whole way there. Didn't look like he was going to get the bat off the shoulder.
He wasn't pressured. Here's the pitch. Sliced into the fans.
Wow.
Heads up, folks. In golf, you yell 4.
Yes.
In baseball, you're supposed to be paying attention. That missed the fence by like inches.
Right.
The 0-2. Oh, sailed on him.
Great job getting that. That would have, advanced the runner to second base. Right in scoring position. Really good job getting up and making sure that didn't get past.
Young on first. Landers at the plate. On the mound, Luke Hayden. Misses low. Pittsford. Both catchers, we haven't talked about them. Both catchers have caught a great game. Defensively, everything. Getting outs, Capist and Pittsford have been fantastic.
Yep.
And punching him out is the umpire. And Landers is down 2 away in the top of the 9th.
It seemed as if Landers kind of had a thought of what the pitch was going to be before it came, and then just completely blew a fastball past him, and he couldn't even get the bat anywhere near that plate. So a really, really good pitch there by a sophomore, Luke Hayden.
Now here's a senior first baseman, Jack Hawkins. And Hayden is ahead of Hawkins. 0-1. 2 outs, top of the 9th. That misses inside. Hawkins has 2 home runs to his credit, 21 hits this year, 26 RBIs.
Ooh.
Check swing, ball.
And they're going low to him. 6'6".
This is what you should do.
Yep, pitching low to him. Just need one more out and you go to the bottom.
Here's the 2-1. Low again, dinked towards us. The count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here we go. Deuce is wild again.
The 2-2. Swing on and missed! And we're going to the bottom of the 9th. Tied at 1. Edgewood, another opportunity to walk it off. Here, you're watching 3A Semi-State Baseball on Indiana SRN.
How does a good man become even better? By working out? Or by working his way up the corporate ladder? By changing his diet? Or by changing his style? By traveling the world? Or by staying perfectly still? For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through a dedicated fraternity and by taking an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. Men who are as committed to each other and their families as they are to our noble cause. In the end, we don't just make men better, we make them Masons. Not just a man, a Mason.
Welcome to the bottom of the 9th, everyone. A pinch hitter for Edgewood. Number 4, Jordan Ritchie, the starting third baseman for Edgewood. So Cooper Thacker will take a seat, and the opportunity here to lead off this bottom of the 9th will go to Jordan Ritchie. Black hole at third base. He's batting .258 on the year, 8 hits, 3 RBIs. On the mound, still dealing, Tyler Wheeler. Hit well by Ritchie. Diving play by Grower. What a play.
Phew. You get scholarships to play baseball, not just because of your bat. you've got to be able to produce on the field as well. And right there, you saw why the young sophomore is already committed to IU. Just a fantastic job getting down and getting up. Gosh, wow, defense has been blazing today.
Now here's Coleman Sater. There's a strike. He is 0 for 3 today with a strikeout sandwiched between a ground out to the pitcher and to the third baseman. That's inside. People everywhere you can see along these sidelines.
Yeah.
Strike. Both bleachers full. Yeah. On the first base line, left field line. See Avon is here in their yellow gold jerseys off to our left. With one out, the 1-2. Hit well, and a base runner's on.
That's all you need. Get the base runner on. Now Deckard's up. And Jonathan, what are you saying? Just keep swinging away here? I want to advance that runner to second.
I do too. I don't want to. Yeah, I'd let him swing at it, and I think that will be it for Tyler Wheeler.
Fantastic outing.
1 run of 7 hits. It's an excellent performance.
You pitch into the 9th inning. That is just incredible.
Struck out 8.
Pitch into the 9th inning. 8 1/3, and you strike out 8, allow 1 run. You do give up 7 hits, but you're facing an Edgewood team that has a fantastic bats. That's a brilliant outing, and that's why he was dubbed the quote-unquote ace.
Yeah, and the new pitcher will be Holden Grower, who has he's their number 2 pitcher. This will be his 13th appearance. He's 6-3. He's got a 3.02 ERA. Struck out 45. Given him 40 hits. But obviously excellent as well, and great shortstop.
Yes, and of course someone that has a little bit of swagger to him, and you need that in a semi-state game with an opportunity to move on. But you go from a senior, and now you bring in the sophomore. So another thing to monitor as well.
Yeah, and I think something that's interesting, we mentioned both of these men during the broadcast, but the coaching jobs by Bob Jones of Edgewood and Joe Decker of Silver Creek has been fantastic. The strategy, and we see Wheeler has retreated to shortstop.
For Silver Creek is number 6, Holden Grower.
So it'll be Holden Grower on the mound. And at the plate is Blake Deckard.
And at the plate for Edgewood, number 15, Blake Deckard.
So, a lot of discussions during the pitching change. You saw both the hitting coaches talking, and then of course you saw the meeting on the mound as well. This is going to be an interesting at bat.
1 out, 1 runner on, bottom 9, showing bunt, taking a ball.
And that's what I thought they were talking about is maybe advancing the runner and have the opportunity to bring him home with a base hit.
The 1-0. The do show bunt. Takes a strike.
So the defense knows that the bunt's coming now. Bring him up and try and see if you can't get that out at second if you do get a good bounce your way.
The 1-1. Chops it. Will he have a hit? Throw, not in time.
Wow.
And well off target, and 2 runners are on.
There we go. That is the epitome of a good at bat. You show bunt a couple times, you decide to pull the bunt back, and it's a really good job getting the bat on the ball.
That's about the first time today that Gabe Falcone didn't come up with it. Just out of his diving reach.
So it was unopportunistic as well.
Very true. Tyler Maratz now 0 for 2 at the sacrifice bunt back in the second. And now here you go. There's as good of a better than a sacrifice.
Yes.
Advance the runner, 2 on, 1 in scoring position. That is Coleman Sater. At the plate, Tyler Maratz. Throw over, making it.
Wow.
Oh, he threw it in the outfield. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. if I'm Silver Creek, I'm focusing on the batter. Because if you get up quickly and you advance to third, it might be all she wrote. Focus on the batter, get the out at the plate.
1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch. Chopper. Double play ball opportunity. No, it isn't. Over to first. And they get 1.
Wow.
2 outs. The winning run is 90 feet away. And at the plate, Luke Hayden. Story well told by Chris. We said earlier he had the walk-off hit in the regional final against Frankfurt. It was a single. It was all they needed. They won 2-1. It is 1-1. Winning run on third. Here's the pitch. And a strike. Hayden tried to duck under it. These are in reverse roles. These are the sophomore IU Hoosiers.
Yep.
And that opportunity 2 years away. 0-1 the count. Grower comes home. Chopped. Middle. Scooped off the glove! And Edgewood's going to state!
And your final score in 9 innings. Edgewood 2, Silver Creek 1. Congratulations to those teams.
Two to 1. Brent, you have to feel for Tyler Wheeler, who is playing at short, pitched a great game, had an opportunity for it off the heel of the glove, and another game-winning hit by Luke Hayden. It took 2 hours and 1 minute to blaze through 9 innings.
Congratulations.
And Edgewood is going to their first state final.
Yeah, first off, you really have to tip your cap to both teams. This was a spectacular game. Spectacular game. And yeah, it was just a tough break. And with the way these two defenses were playing and the pitchers were pitching, you had to think something like that, something out of the ordinary had to happen in order for one of the two teams to get that winning run. And sadly, you do have to feel bad for the senior Tyler Wheeler. That's going to be something that haunts him for a long time. But he pitched a spectacular game. I'd say it's spectacular 1,000 times because you can't say it enough. And just a really great job by the Mustangs of Edgewood. Wow. Wow is all I can say. They're moving on to the state title to take on Andrean, and they are a very fitting team to be representing in this 3A state title.
Andrean defeated Yorktown. They will be playing in their 8th state title game. Edgewood there for the first time. The last time they'd won a regional, Brent, was in 2011. The last time they'd won a sectional was in 2013. This year was a team of destiny for the Edgewood Mustangs and for Coach Bob Jones. He won the Western Indiana Conference Coach of the Year this year. He's been coaching baseball for some 30-plus years and had never been to a state title. That has changed.
Very deserving representative, and I was almost getting emotional. That was such an emotional game there at the end, and just a crazy way for it to finish as well. You get the change of the shortstop coming into pitch, and the pitcher moving then to shortstop, and just a crazy way for this game to end. And fantastic job by Edgewood. They checked another check mark off, as we said. You talked about it previously during the pregame. Was they're constantly just checking it off, check off, check off, check off. They checked another one off. They've got one more box to check off, though.
Andrean beat Yorktown 5-0. Edgewood beat Silver Creek 2-1, and that will do it for us here for this first game. I want to thank our crew, cameras, Teresa Coker, great job. Sideline reports from Chris Simmons. Producer Jerry Collins, he always does a great job. Color commentary from Brent Young. I'm Jonathan Mathis. Edgewood is going to the state final, and you saw it all here on Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.